نحن التطوع والتطوع دربنا للخير تأخذنا له الأشواق.
Hello everyone, it has been a long time and thank you all Aldarayn guys. Thank you Mahmoud Wagdi. Really I miss you much more than you miss me, but really I want to thank Aldarayn and I want to thank you for being patient for a long time. I was really having some family circumstances, but alhamdulillah now I'm back on my work even. Shuhra and everyone, I miss you all. Allah يسلمك أمنية, thank you so much. Alhamdulillah. Thank you all. And actually thanks for the prayers on the post on Aldarayn Facebook. That was really exciting. Thank you, Mr. Mahmoud. I appreciate one. I remember the last session we were talking about, thank you so much, Suma. We were talking about interviewing skills, and actually it has been now more than 2 weeks. Alaikum salam, Muhammad Bek. Muhammad Bek, thank you so much. It has been more than 2 weeks now, so I will make a little reminder about the pre-interview. Said that the pre-interview stage is very, 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 very important. It's the base. It's everything. You can't get your trust or confidence in the interview without being well prepared. Focus on this stage very well. Don't go to the interview and say it's up to my luck. Never. It's never up to the luck. It's up to the skills, up to the work, up to who are you and how you are in the field or in the business, how serious you are and how you will communicate with the people. That's why the communication, as we say, skills are very, very good for any candidate for a job. You need it badly because consider you are very, very excellent at the technical points in your job, but on the human side, your contacts with the people or your communication with the people is not well enough. So you can lose your job, you can lose your performance, you can lose the way or the chance to be very distinguished in your job. So today I will talk about inside the interview, during the interview actually. How you will communicate with the interviewer. This is very, very important. Of course, the grooming and how you look, we talked about that, the time punctuality and being before the time of the interview with enough time, and to be very comfortable during the interview on the day before or the few days before. If you're really sleeping well and feel comfort, of course that will help you to concentrate and focus with your interviewer, so you can follow up, you can listen well. You know what the problem in any communication, in any meeting, in any face-to-face action will happen? Problem is people will miss more than 50% of the receiver or the other side or the other party in the meeting. 50% of the speech he didn't even feel about it, or it didn't focus on it, because you as a sender of information, you focus only about what you need, neglecting and forgetting the need of the other. So that make you very rushed sometimes, so you will focus on what's yours or what need, forgetting what the other side need. So if you will during the interview, inshallah, the result or the results will be more guaranteed. So what do we need for that? Let's warm up together. What do we need for that, guys? What do you think? Okay, so self-confidence. Okay, focus. What else? Like to be more listener than to be more speaker. So you need to listen well and not over talking. You need to listen well. Yes, exactly. Listen, I mean listen. To listen well. Exactly. So you need to listen well so you can follow up. You can actually answer, giving the right answer. Don't speak while the interviewer is speaking. This is very important. A compound or a complex of actions using your body and maintaining the eye contact with him. I guess now you can go for what he needs. So you need to communication up to what you listen to. You need to listen. What does he need? Does he need to know about me? And the interview, you'll find him selling his company, or not selling his company, I mean he wants you to know about this company. And sometimes if you're a very good candidate with a good experience, with good knowledge, and he will sell his company for you. He needs you to work in his company. This is really important. So let's talk about problems that may happen in the interviews. We read now about the misunderstanding. Why does that happen? So let's get some answer. Why we will get misunderstanding inside or during the interview? Why? Can you give me some answers, please? Of course, not listening. Well, knowledge. Exactly. Get nervous. Actually, like Amr is saying, you get nervous. We said you will feel nervous if you don't have the self-confidence, as Muhammad is saying. And we said the self and the stress, of course, we will have it. Of course, if you are really ready, if you are something in that market, I mean something like if you are having the experience, having the knowledge, of course, no stress, no, you will never get. So to misunderstand the meaning of the message, very good answer, Suma. That's what I mean. You misunderstand the message he need to deliver to you. This is really important. So the solution is to listen well. Listen well. Handle it as you really need to match with the requirements of the job. So please give him the chance to speak. Get your enough time to answer. Don't be hesitated. Don't think twice. Be yourself. Never lie. Never. If you'll ask you, can you do so and so? And you can't. Say, yes, I can't. No, I can't, sir, but I will be a very good learner. Agreed the last time. I can learn this very quickly. If you will teach me, sir, inshallah, I will be very perfect in that. Exactly. Listen well. Don't lie. Be yourself. Be yourself. As you said, be yourself at TV, you need to be yourself at the interview. He needs to see someone who can, like a raw material, he can shape or form up to his position or up to the position you are about to have. So being yourself in an interview is that of success in that point. So the listening skills is with honest work, exactly. So the listening skills here will enable you to find the best answer. or to match with the questions he needs to know about you. As I said, studies have shown that the most listeners retain less than 50% of what they hear. Like, for example, now I'm talking. You're busy with other things, of course. If even you're concentrating with me or focusing here now, but sometimes you will get out of the mood or getting out of the listen, so you will miss a lot of things. You are talking with your brother is talking, you're answering his question, you need him to say something you want. It's far from the fact. So you do focus on what you think on, you will never hear what he's saying. That's why 100% is needed here. So you never miss the message you need to convey. Well, so how to be a good listener? How to be a good listener? There are 5 key of becoming an active listener. 5 main things to do. I will use these aspects all the time and repeat it. Inshallah, you will find that they will get easier and easier to practice. So it's not just knowledge and information. I'm not making a show, and as I said, and I'm keep saying this all the time, what I'm telling you guys, please practice it, even with your own self. That will help you to improve your performance, inshallah. So, what are the main 5 key aspects of becoming an active listener? I will do so. I will do so. Yeah, let's think about it. Very good one, Zachariah. Zachariah said, don't speak while talking. That's right. Someone give me another one. How to be a good listener? Give me and brainstorm yourself. Think and write. Till I have another slide for you. Letting the other finish their idea. Good. So Amanda is asking about what do we need is to think. How to be a good listener. How to be a good listener. Don't speak. Someone is saying here, focus well in the speech. Exactly. Focus. It's needed. 5 key aspects of becoming an active listener. Number 1. Don't think about your comments while the other is speaking. Just focus. That's exactly. Very well. Ahmed Khalil from Technical Supply to highlight the main point that he's trying to say and make your answer as it should be related to it. Exactly. I love it. So let's see. Step number 1, you need to pay close attention. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. With this step, you learn to give the speaker your undivided attention. Your attention has to be on the same rate all the way during the meeting. Because sometimes you will feel, I'm getting more and more, so okay, let him finish. So I'm missing a lot. So the rate of the attention, it's divided. 100% to focus at the beginning and 100% to focus by the end. Do you agree with me? So here, you never miss. You never lose things. Fine? So that doesn't mean to pay an attention to the speaker and you will keep silent. Again, that doesn't mean I will keep silent in front of him, and so he may feel that I'm getting bored more and more, and I'm silent. I don't love his speech. I have to go. This is the message he can get. So you need some acknowledgements to show, like saying Yes, exactly, definitely. So you are developing the listening with the speech you are listening to. I can find it. Body language work here. By the way, body language from minute till the end, of course. Shaking your head very well. To use gestures, exactly. To nod from time to time, exactly. It's needed. That is all needed. Yes, as Amr is saying, to keep in touch. How to show that you are in touch with him now? To use acknowledgements, types of verbal and non-verbal tools, and that help prove that you are truly listening. I will add in you are truly listening. You are truly listening. Remember these things. You are truly listening. Look to the speaker. Look into the eyes. How you will do this? Eye contact. Keep looking. How's my voice now? So I got a complaint about voice. Okay, what should I do? So, okay, technical support. What shall I do? Is that fine?
بس لحظة واحدة. بالنسبة للإنترنت في عند حضرتك في الغرفة من فوق كده زي إشارة خاصة بالإنترنت بتظهر بشكل أخضر. لو دي ظهرت بشكل أخضر كامل يبقى النت تمام لحضرتك. لو فيها أصفر أو أحمر أو كده يبقى قطيع عند حضرتك. فده ممكن يكون الراوتر تعمل له ريستارت أو حاجة وإن شاء الله تمام وشكرا.
the bandwidth, Mr. Amir. It's full green, and I think it's okay now, right? You guys all? That's great, alhamdulillah. Okay, so to keep looking at the speaker's eye, that shows that you are following him, that you are listening truly to him. Stop any mental chatter. Don't think about anything else. Stop mental chatter. Stop mention chatter. That's important. Don't start preparing your response while the person is talking. Never, 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 never. To respond, never respond while the person is talking. Never ever. Exactly. If you talk while talking, that will, of course, you will lose that attention you are paying. That's what we say, the unattention. Make sure your environment doesn't distract you. What is that like? Don't look at the sink. Don't look at the window. Don't look at the... No, you are following his facial expressions. You are interacting with him. Keep looking at his eyes. This will keep you in the environment of the interview. Notice the interviewer body language and facial expressions, tone of voice. What are the non-verbal messages here? So to get more attention, you need to follow the non-verbal messages. And it's suppose I have to introduce the verbal and the non-verbal message sort. The non-verbal, what we call body language, eye contact, facial expressions, that we call non-verbal. The verbal, whatever you speak, whatever you say. This is verbal, verbal, verbal. Exactly. Non-verbal, it's actions, impressions you will get out of his actions, movements, tone of voice even. Even the tone of voice. Listen, if someone will say, good morning. I will say, I think he doesn't feel well today. I think, because the tone of his voice seems that he's sad. But I will say, good morning, everyone. I'm happy now. So this is my tone of voice. Exactly what I'm saying, emotions and the body language. So, hey, so hi, everyone. So you can hear me now. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much. I was checking all the computer in my place, in my office. No one is downloading nothing. And actually, the signal here is fully green and full. I'll check. Thank you so much. So, as we said, you need to follow all the messages you will get, both verbal and non-verbal. It's all to pay a very close attention. Now you focus with the speaker, with the interviewer, we mean. So, inshallah, you will never miss him or any kind of misunderstanding. I think inshallah will never happen, because you really understand him well, you understand his reactions, so that will help you really inshallah to respond as really he needs. Okay? Then even your action, you need to demonstrate physically that you are listening. That I have a problem actually. That you are listening. This is important, that you are listening. So you need to demonstrate that you are listening using the non-verbal signals, like nodding your neck from time to time, to nod. Demonstrate here to show. Demonstrate means you need to show that physically, your body, even you have interaction or the speaker in front of you. You got what I mean? So demonstrate physically, you need to show physically that you are listening to the speaker attentively. So what you will do here, you need to nod from time to time when appropriate, not all the time. Not to distract. If you will keep nodding, so you distract him. Okay, use appropriate facial expression. That is a must. Like if someone is saying something to you now. By the way, guys, what I mean about the communication here in a meeting, could be for any meeting, in sales, an interview, and everything. You guys are following me? Okay, well, so Mr. Khalil, I will think Siham Muhammad, she's sending me messages. She wants to join the lecture. She needs to join the lecture, and she needs the link. I don't know how to send her, please. She's sending hundreds of messages. Please, you can someone to follow that. Siham Muhammad from Saudi Arabia. Okay, okay. So use facial expressions, as I said. Appropriate ones, like someone is telling me about something is very, very sad, and you need to be very sorry for what he's saying. So your facial expressions, you need to show that you're sorry. Your face needs to show that he's so sorry. If he's saying something or something very nice, so you need to show that you're so happy. Okay, so facial expressions to match with what he's saying. Monitor your own body language. Don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate on body language. And be sure you remain open and relaxed rather than being closed and tense. Rather than being closed and tense. This is really very important. You need to feel relaxed. You need to feel comfort and open rather than being closed. That's right. Okay, so here you need to monitor your body language. Then use small comments like yes, right, exactly, definitely, not too much, also when possible. also when possible. Okay? So, number 3, check for understanding. Check for understanding. This is also very important. He asked a question now, and you are about to answer that. So you got a message. But also, before I will start, I need to make sure I'm going to on the right path. I will answer, or I will give the answer he needs. So to check for understanding, it's very, very, very important. Like what? What you will do? You say, do you mean? Very good. Who will give me another things, please? Alaykum salam. Someone, please. Someone else. Shuhrag, how you will comment, how you will start your answer. I do agree with you. Okay. If I agree with you here, I don't think it will be the right one, Shuhra. You want to say, saying what you want to say? Someone else? Any other answers? Are you saying yes? Okay, let's get it. Before responding, of course, number 1, before responding, you need to add such sentences here, or to check the understanding using tools or some phrases that can, because sometimes when you reflect the question, the paraphrasing may change the meaning. Am I right or wrong? The paraphrasing may change the meaning. So here, before responding, you need to check, yes, you mean, okay, you will say like, what I hear you saying is, what I hear you saying is, I will write some of them here. What I hear you saying is. Exactly. Like you're summarizing what he said. Exactly, Sarah. That could be. You can ask him a question to make sure. You can say, if I am hearing you correctly, if I am hearing you correctly, you are saying so and so. The point I got is, Mumtaz ya Amr, very good. I love it. The point I got is. So here when you reflect the message, if there is any mistake, he will correct it, so you will go for the right answer. Don't release information easily. And I repeat, don't release your responses easily. Think. It's very important to check before you release the information, before you release the response. You agree with me on that? So any phrase will give the same meaning of this point I got is, what I hear you saying is, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying so and so, I think you are talking about everything, anything, that meaning is very welcomed. The second step, you can ask a question that will help to clarify the speaker's meaning. Suggestion include things like, can you tell me more about? If there's something that's not clear for you out of his message, you can't stop him, or you cannot stop him, I'm sorry. If it's the time for you to speak, you will ask him, can you tell me more about so and so? What did you mean when you said so and so? If something you're not sure about, or you didn't understand what he said, well, ask him questions. So to say any kind of phrases here, or to ask clarifying questions, to clarify the speaker's meaning, ask questions. What did you mean you said? I think you're saying so and so. Is that right? Is that right? Or using question tags. When you have something require clarification, that's fine, Suma. So here you can ask question. You can use question tag sometimes. Like, you said that Muhammad is from Egypt. Isn't it? Isn't he? So you use the question tag to double check the meaning you missed, or the message you missed. Exactly. Can be used here. And summarize what you, and the third thing, you can summarize what you have heard occasionally. and never wait until the end, or you might not remember exactly what was said. I'm saying a useful way to ask without being shy. The question tag will help you a lot. The question tag will help you a lot. I have another comment about the sound. Rabdu, salam alaikum. But so I think I have full signal. Everyone can hear me? So you check your internet, Rabdu, please. You check your internet, your own internet. Please. Yes. Summarize, again I repeat, summarize what you have heard on the occasion itself. You can, excuse me please, can I ask a question, because I missed that, or I missed, so can you please repeat this? Here I can ask him the question, what did you mean by that? Okay? And you can make a summary and ask him if it's that or not. Number 4, the fourth one, don't interrupt. Never. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. That's really important, of course. Listen if you are able, exactly. People and someone, when you will get started, he will stop you. He will interrupt you. Don't you think that bothers you? That may confuse you. That of course, Shura. That you may get very angry of the meeting, and such kind of meeting. It's not a meeting. It's an interview. So that when you will stop him, it's not easy. Not easy. You will pay for this a lot. It will cost you, as they say, an arm and a leg. So you need to be very cautious in that, not to get confused, as Ms. Shura is saying. There is nothing good that comes from interrupting the speaker. Nothing good. So it's a very negative. Let's call it a negative if happen. Very negative. If you will stop him, it's very negative. The interviewer is very negative. You will only be limiting your chance of understanding the message because you will not hear it all. You will stop him to ask him. So he's going. Let him finish. And by the end, if you didn't understand, of course, you can ask him. Don't answer. We agreed that we can check the understanding, right? We can check understanding. So don't interrupt. Let him finish. He might come to you. Never mind, right? Never mind. Thank you so much for attending. So don't interrupt him, because nothing good will come out of that. So because the speaker really will get frustrated. Like sometimes when I'm teaching, if someone will stop me, really I will get frustrated. I will lose a lot of enthusiasm I have. So I need to go ahead and ahead. I need to go on with my task I'm doing. So the same thing for the interviewer. He don't stop him ever, because this will not help you to get the job, but help you to distract out of his message, to get out of his message, to misunderstand his purpose of his question. The fifth one, alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi. Fifth one, respond appropriately. To respond appropriately. Respond appropriately. When you are actively listening, if you are very active, you are showing your respect for the speaker. And also, so you will get what you need, or whatever message, whatever information you will need from the message, you will get them. Because you are listening well, because you're paying more attention. So all that things will help you positively on the message, or getting the message out of the speaker. So once you have the information and this information is assured here, and after double checking the information, double checking the understanding, now you got the information, now you got the message here, only you can respond appropriately. So it's all steps. It's all steps. But when you will answer, when you expressing, now it's time to talk. Time to talk. You need to be very honest. Remember my words, be yourself. That's all. Be honest, be respectful, be careful and complete. Be careful and complete. Like, don't talk about a point without closing it. And don't move from the point till you finish this point, then you can put another one. You got that? So 3 things you need to be careful when you are about to talk. When you are talking now, خلاص, time to talk. I did well. I did everything to be a good listener. Fine. So here, I didn't interrupt him. I did check the understanding. Did I understand him well to start responding, to answer his question? So when it's the time to talk, be yourself. I mean, honest. Be honest. Will tell you like Suma, can you work on Excel sheets? And Suma can't. Yes, sir, I will do. Suma is thinking after she will get the job, she will ask a friend of here or there, some colleagues inside the works, they will help her. Never say, no, I can't. Honestly, no, sir, I can't. But I can be a good learner. Very good. Good learner, quick learner. Let's say I will learner. As you will teach me anything, I will do it. But of course, I'm telling you an example about Excel sheets. Everyone has to be very fluent at Excel and if you're heading to business. So be honest and open. Never mind. Your own thoughts, it's only yours. What you may think weakness inside you, it might be a strength in you and you don't know. So be honest. Don't ever lie. Of course. So be respectful. So what we mean by open? Be open. Be open. So you can tell him, you can discuss, you can tell him I'm so and so. Exactly. So be respectful. And we call it be thoroughful. Be careful and complete. That we call thorough. Thorough. Okay? I'm not sure about that pronunciation, but I will check next time. I will, or someone can check it now. Okay? So this is the meaning of thorough. So here, these are the five key aspects of becoming an active listener. Is to pay close attention. Fine. To pay close attention, to demonstrate, and that's also important. Checking listening, that's important as well. Try to watch videos about effective listening or successful meetings. Try hardly to do so. You have 5 main steps or needed steps to be a very good listener, inshallah. Okay, so I will flick to the unit now.
Audio 24.
Have you ever seen a video CV?
No, I've never seen one, but I have heard of them. In fact, I read an article about them a few days ago. It said that people have started making video clips as part of their job applications. And some companies have already started offering video CV services.
Well, someone has emailed me a CV today, and there's a link to a video on her blog, but I haven't watched it yet.
Well, shall we have a look at it now?
What did you know about the video CV? You remember we talked about that last time. Video CV. Good. So how can you find this is more effective or not than the written CV we have? They're using it in Europe. Yes, but it can be possible in Egypt. It can be possible in the Arab world, in anywhere, in Iran, anywhere. But the thing is, let's use it. Do you think it's more effective or not? Yes, and I see also Iran, Shohra. Okay, you call the reaction of the candidate. Exactly, Suma, as you said, the candidate, the interviewer, the interviewee can make a good show. He can really reflect what he has from expertise or whatever kind of knowledge, skills. He really convey that truly using everything as in a meeting, using the facial expressions, using the body language, and really can show the power, positive power or positive energy he got in his eyes, showing that he really needs a job. So you can start today, make your CV, make your video CV. Can you do this? Do your video CV and be more close to job opportunities. No, this you can do it. You can be formal and mobile camera, laptop camera, start to work, start to speak about yourself. So the way you can do this, please go to YouTube, find a lot of video CVs and check how you will do it. Not more than 10 minutes maximum. Maximum. No, you can reach, listen, as much as possible, be brief. Let's say 5 minutes. Yes, it could be any few minutes. Whatever less than 10 minutes. Whatever less than 10 minutes. Yes, the rule of yes. To put what? Short and simple. So, do you think it's a good idea? Exactly. So if you think it's a good idea, everyone, you go do it. You go and do it. Because don't feel shy. It's you. You're the one. Right, Zakaria. You're the one who will be in the interview, so you need really to be to watch yourself. Even make several videos and look. Find yourself here. Am I fine? Well, I will take care next time. Not make that problem. I'm talking a lot on that. I'm not in detail in that. So you please, you can watch yourself, find your problems, find your mistakes, and you can, inshallah, do it much better. I think I can leave the number 2 for the practice hour here. 25, you got that? Now, Naomi Hasla is applying for a job as project manager for a big non-profit organization. So Naomi Haslan is a job as a project manager for a big non-profitable or non-profit organization. The operations in Africa. Listen, extract from the video CV, her video CV, where has Naomi worked. Can we have that audio? Or did you do it already? Okay, so please, Mr. Khalil. Yes, you played now. Okay, so if it's done, Mr. Khalil. If it's done, no problem. Muhammad needs it. Okay. Let's go for it. Please. You play it and make it with the script, please. With the script. I need it with the script to discuss all questions there.
25.
So, when did you start working in the non-profit sector?
When I left university in 1998.
And have you ever worked for a big organization?
No, I haven't. But I've worked for 3 smaller ones with operations in Africa. So I've already had a lot of experience in the field.
And Have you been to Africa in the last year?
Yes, I have. This year I've been to Tanzania. I spent 6 months working on a construction project.
What did you do there exactly?
Well, my job was to supervise the building of a new school. It opened in June.
And were you happy with the results?
Yes, I was. The school was ready 2 months early, and that saved us $10,000 on the construction costs.
Where has Naomi worked? Where has Naomi worked? Tanzania. Tanzania, okay. So, Tanzania is the right answer. Okay, let's make questions here that the interviewer on the video asked using the prompts to help you. Listen again and check your answer. We will not play it again. When start non-profit sector? How? What is the question here? When? Huh? Make the question, please. When non-profit sector starts? Do you think so? When did you start working in the non-profit sector? This is Shuhra answer. When did you start? So when did you start working in the non-profit sector is the right answer. Not when it's. Zakaria is saying when it's start. No, where is your auxiliary verb? So you need to say when did you start working on non-profit? Job Muhammad Beg. That's a good answer. Number 2, let's make another question. Ever work for big organization? What will be the question here? Good. Suma is saying, have you ever worked for a big organization? That's sir. Have you ever? Listen guys, here you can say did you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever? You say have you ever? You talk about present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. So it has to be have you ever worked for a big organization? Number 3, Africa in the last year. What will be the question? Here are answers. Have you been to Africa? Have you been to Africa last year? Exactly. No. See, again, Muhammad, was you? No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Last year here, it. You are talking about you already have been there. So you will use the present perfect tense. You will use the present perfect tense. You will say, have you been to Africa last year? Exactly. Have you been? Definitely, Muhammad. That's good now. Oh, did you visit Rikasuma? No. Have you been to Africa in the last year, as we said? Okay, number 4. What do there? Did you do there? Exactly. So what did you do there? It's finished. So this is past simple. I worked as, you can say, my job was to supervise the building of a new school. It opened in June. So what did you do there exactly? What did you do here? What are you doing there if she's still there, Mr. Muhammad? This question will be in present continuous tense if she is still there, but she's not there anymore, right? So what did you do there? ماذا فعلتي هناك? Like in Arabic, ماذا فعلتي هناك? So it's in the past. Fine? But have you ever been to Africa? Means you got the experience. You got the experience or staying in Africa. So we call this present perfect tense. So the difference between, and I think inshallah I will ask Mr. Khalil to make some grammar things, grammar or tenses even, we will make it inshallah. any of our assistants, inshallah, in Aldarayn can do it. And it's the time to announce about if your sister or your brother or a friend of yours, even if your English needs recovery, we are planning a very good surprise for everyone all over the Arab world through Aldarayn and through Knowledge Village from Mansoura, Egypt. This, inshallah, will make you speak English fluently like a native speaker. That will help you a lot, inshallah rahman. Yes, please. Mr. Ahmed, you can work on the practice, on the grammar practice. You're happy with the results. I can't understand questions, Suma. So, yes, it's number 5. Question number 5. What will be the question here? Huh? Another one? I don't think this is the correct one because you have a problem in the structure. Were you happy with the results? Were you happy with the results? Is the right answer. Good job, Shohra. You don't need to say like Amr. Amr is saying, did you? Why? And were you happy with the results? Were you happy with the results? Please listen to that audio after I finish the class. Please don't only think that the only practice with Mr. Ahmed Khalil after my session will be enough. No, your work at home, I said. Your work at home. You need to get back to what we had, listen more and more, repeat more and more. That's all English. That's all English. It's to follow up, it's to repeat. I every time repeat these words. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep reading, keep writing. This will help you a lot really to improve your English. I will leave you more time. I will leave you more time to practice with Mr. Khalil. Thank you so much for your time. I am here inshallah. I am here inshallah next time on Wednesday 5. Someone, Muhammad Ali, is asking, say it again about, didn't hear about Mansoura. I mean that my office is in Mansoura. We are planning for a good program for English beginners. We can make you speak English, Muhammad Ali. Our office here in Mansoura. You can get my contact of Facebook, inshallah, if you want to contact me very soon. Thank you so much for your time. This is Tamer Badawy from Egypt. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.